there's something that's been troubling me a lot. I saw this picture that my husband took of me this past week. I was presenting a workshop, and in the picture I was side profile, and you could see my back. Let's see if I can tilt it back, and you could see how curved my back was. I have scoliosis, hyperlordosis. I have had it my whole life. I don't know what caused it. I did fall out of a window when I was like 1 year old on my hiney, and it did chip a little part of my spine, like bone away. So I think that compression just never got relieved, but it's always been an issue. In middle school, it caused me so much pain that I had to ask the teacher during class, how embarrassing is this, if I could lay down. I would lay down under like one of those long tables. I played the viola. I had to sit up so straight. It just caused so much curve that, I would just be in horrible, horrible pain. I'd get x-rays, go to chiropractors. I've tried so hard for so long to correct this, and it just keeps getting worse. There was a time last year for about 2 weeks where I really went at it. I laid down, I slept on my back, and then I also did a bunch of stretches. And when I did those, that in about 2 weeks, I saw major improvement. But here's the deal, like, it was boring. I hate sleeping on my back. It just was constant, and I couldn't keep it up. I couldn't keep it up. And so here I find myself again, kind of knowing what to do at this point. Stretch my hip flexors, strengthen my abs and glutes, which I do those, but a lot more stretching and sleeping on my back seemed to help. And I just don't want to. But when I saw that, here's the point. When I saw that picture of myself with the curved back, I thought, that looks awful. Makes me stick my belly out a lot. So even my fitness results don't show as much because my belly's always sticking out, even when I suck it in. It's really hard to get it straight. And it looked really not good, not appealing. Would anybody else look at this picture and be like, they would notice, right? They would notice for sure. They're like, it looks like a big curve. They'd be like, oh, wow. But would they ever say anything to me or make me feel bad about it, shame me? No, of course. Would they ever talk behind my back about it? Yeah, probably, maybe, whatever. It's not like I let it define me. I don't let it define me. So as far as body acceptance, it's fine. Like, I'm there, whatever. It does make me walk strange, a little funny. Kind of like waddle. My hips don't move a lot. I'm very immobile in this area. It causes a lot of pain. I just was on a flight yesterday, so when I sit up straight or have to stand for a long time, I get in a lot of pain. So you might see me, if you're around me, kind of bending, trying to stretch it. I exercise. The only time it really actually doesn't hurt is when I'm moving and I'm exercising. Walking can be hard because it's so up and down, but when I exercise, I get to bend it and move it a lot, and that feels good. So it's one of the reasons I probably love being a health and fitness coach, is because it makes my body feel good. And so here's what I want to talk about is, I hear all the time, I hear this from mostly thin people. So like socially acceptably thin, right? They may have some extra pudge on them, baby weight, whatever, but they're socially acceptable. So they're like either borderline overweight or not overweight, right? These aren't people that are carrying around a lot of weight or considered obese, and they are so afraid of, I think it's, I don't know what it is, but I hear them all the time kind of saying, like, well, I show a lot of before and afters from my clients and from myself, and I think they're like, you focus too much on weight loss. And it's hard for me to hear that, because I don't focus too much on weight loss. I focus on wellness, balanced wellness. So working out 5 to 6 days a week for 30 minutes and eating the correct amount of macros, healthy fats, healthy carbohydrates, proteins, vegetables, fruits, like, that is good for you. Eating superfoods, having the right probiotics, focusing on digestion, that is wellness. And the side effect of wellness, when you compound it and do it over time, is that you lose weight. Or sometimes, like for me, I've gained so much muscle that I weigh more than when I started. But I'm totally okay with that because I have wellness. But if you were to take a picture of me, show progress before and after, you would see, a better physique. So I really believe a better physique, a before and after better physique, when people go through my nutrition and fitness program, is not because we have focused on being thin or have focused mainly on the physique. It's because we are doing the things of wellness and healing, and the physique is a side effect. And I really think it's a detriment when people totally remove the motivator of the physique out. Because what I think when it does this is when people do this, when they're so afraid of talking about weight loss or obesity or wanting to improve their appearance, when they're so afraid of that, and they think that's such a bad thing, I think they just don't do anything, or they don't do anything in the compound. Because here's the thing, with my back, the real issue is that if I don't correct it, that when I'm 70 and 80, I am going to be so immobile. I am going to struggle. I'm going to be in pain all the time. My choice is going to be to take pain relievers or to be in pain all the time or be in bed all the time. And I don't want that future. But you know what? I'm 36. That doesn't motivate me to be thinking 30, 40 years out. No, it doesn't motivate me. I don't know when that little snap is going to be where it's going to get so burdensome. And so it doesn't motivate me. But you know what motivates me is looking at that picture that my husband took where my back was so curved and thinking, I don't like the way that looks. And I know that, I know I would look better if I could improve that. That motivates me. So knowing how I would maybe feel in the future doesn't. And it's the same thing, I think, with obesity and weight loss. The fact of the matter is that obesity is a huge problem. It's like a really, really big problem. It causes type 2 diabetes. It causes high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Those things can lead to strokes. They can lead to, like I said, type 2 diabetes. They can, when you have diabetes, everything's complicated. You get infections. When you do get injured, whether it's just a physical injury that you need surgery for, or whether it's a disease or sickness, you can't recover from them as easily, like not nearly as easily. And this isn't theory. My husband's sitting in there. He's an ICU nurse. And so like he tells me all the time, he's like, people are in here not so much for accidents like you would think. It's from complications from lifestyle disease and poor choices with their health. Poor choices with their health. We cannot trust the healthcare system to just like make us healthy or like to give us the right drugs when we get sick. We have to prevent it, and we have to do it through wellness. And a lot of times that is going to come from somebody being motivated by wanting a before and after, by wanting the physique change. And so I really think that it's a big detriment when we pull that away. I think in the past, there's been such a lack of education in health and fitness and in weight loss that people do it in unhealthy ways. They go to anorexia or bulimia or medication or like starvation diets, and those are so bad. And it's hard, but to do it the right way is hard, okay? Those are easy, I guess. To do it the right way is hard. It's simple, 30 minutes a day, the right nutrition, your belly should be full, you will feel better, but it takes the compound effect. So just like me stretching and sleeping on my back, I saw a difference in the curve of my back and I felt way better. It was hard to do those things. It was simple, but it took a lot of motivation and dedication, and I can't just do it one time and then it's like forever better. It's going to have to be a daily commitment. And I think when we kind of shame people into not being allowing themselves to be motivated by that visual change, I think we actually are, in a broader sense, creating a larger problem with wellness and with health. Because I don't know, here's the truth, I don't know anybody that is working out daily, that is eating the proper nutrition, the right portions, that isn't in a better mental state, a better emotional state, and a better physical state, and that wouldn't, those people are happy that are actually following those things. So it's always the people that have these idealistic thoughts or that aren't actually following through on a wellness program that are saying these things, that are kind of like in that socially acceptable body type, right? It's always those people that aren't actually doing the wellness steps that say, like, that obesity is an issue, don't worry about, like, don't focus on weight loss. Because if you, like I and my husband, were working with hundreds of people to help them, like, achieve their health and fitness goals, you would know that when they lose that weight, that a better physique is a side effect. That their mind, as they are pushing play and they are working hard every day, they become mentally stronger. They create disciplines in every area of their life. They have better relationships. They're emotionally stronger. They're spiritually more disciplined, and in a better place. And like I said, the physical part is all just a side effect. So the next time, and here's the thing, these people also aren't the people that are complaining to their husband or to their friends or in front of their kids about feeling FAT. Can't say it because my kids are in here. I used to do that all the time. Complain about my body. My family, my mom did it growing up, got in my head. It's the same. If you're going to wear Spanx to a holiday party, but you're going to cover something up, but you're going to like act like it's all good, that body image, it's all good. That's kind of like a hypocritical thing. And so I think we just need to, as a society, be aware and real that obesity is a major problem, but it's not because of how people look. Who in the heck cares? Obesity is not a vanity problem. Obesity is a health problem. It's a mental, emotional, and physical health problem that's going to compound to the point where people are in the hospital and they may not be able to recover. It's going to affect relationships in so many ways. And so I just want to put this out there. I will be working on the curve of my back. I am motivated to do it because I don't like how it looks, even more than the fact that my back is killing me right now from sitting up too long. But just wanted to share my thoughts on that as a health and fitness coach, that I think it's perfectly fine to be motivated by creating a different physique, because what I found is when people are motivated by that and I hook them up with the healthy way to do that, that there's nothing but good that comes from it. We are in a different age where we don't need quick fixes. We just need knowledge and an action plan, and the determination and support to carry out a healthy plan, because that's where we are. That's where we are in this day and age, is that we have a healthy way, whereas before I really believe that there weren't so many healthy options to kind of get where you wanted in physique-wise. We just didn't have enough knowledge, and now we do. Now we do.